This year marks the 20th anniversary of the Renault Scenic first gracing our roads. It's a car that defined the compact MPV sector, and now, more than 2 decades on, it's back to redefine the class once again. The Nissan-developed 1.5D engine fitted to our test car feels like a capable unit in a family hatchback, but it's less so in this MPV. On the open road it lacks the low-end flexibility of the 1.6-liter oil burner that we suspect would fit in better with the Scenic's remit. If the car is heavily loaded, the 6-speed manual gearbox will need to be worked hard. A 6-speed automatic is optional, although that's no real hardship because the clutch is light and the shift itself is slick. Happily, the engine remains quiet under load, especially when compared to the sometimes gruff diesel in the rival Citroën Picasso. The 20-inch wheels do a good job of suppressing the multiple indiscretions and scars of Britain's roads, with the larger sidewalls certainly earning their crust. The steering, on the other hand, is light and precise, which makes for effortless driving. And while this was always going to be a car that puts comfort above sporting dynamics, it has reasonable body control, too. The Scenic's interior is modern, fresh and rather minimalistic, with limited buttons and physical controls to operate. This makes learning where everything is simple enough, and unlike a number of competitors, you can conduct simple operations, such as changing the interior temperature, without having to dip into the infotainment screen. There are also plenty of storage spaces dotted around the cabin, and soft touch materials give a genuine sense of quality. There are also plenty of clever touches in the Scenic, with the main showpiece being the large sliding center console. It comes complete with 2 USB ports and a cubbyhole in the rear, making it ideal for families on the go. Usefully, the rear seats can be dropped individually or as a whole, either from a button in the boot or via the standard fit R-Link 2 infotainment system. That infotainment setup, with its 8.7 inches portrait touchscreen display, is a delight to use compared with the previous generation system. It is intuitive to the touch and easy to navigate, providing you pay it your full attention. On the move, though, it is tricky to find your way around, thanks to shortcut buttons that are touch sensitive rather than physical. For more complex inputs, then, it's best to ask a passenger. Ergonomically, there are further irritations. Most noticeably, the rear seats are positioned rather low, while a sloping roof means 6-footers will find headroom a squeeze. The most galling thing about the rear seats, however, is the high floor position, which puts rear occupants in an awkward position with their knees higher than their hips, making it uncomfortable for an adult to ride in the back even on short journeys.